Hello, everybody. This is Chris. I'm here with Will,
Hello, everyone.
and we're going to take just a couple of minutes to go through how to establish a Twitter account and then talk a little bit about how we use Twitter here at AIM. So I'm going to give it over to Will, who's going to run through how you get up and running on Twitter.
Hi, everyone. So the first step to get up and running on Twitter is obviously you're going to go to twitter.com. So just type right in www.twitter.com and it will take you to this screen. Right here it will see new to Twitter, and if you're new to Twitter you want to hit the sign up for Twitter button, and then that will take you to this screen where you have to fill out your information, which is fairly simple. So your full name, so I'll just do myself for example, Will Thompson, and put in your email address. And create a password. And then the trickiest part about this is choosing a username. For someone like myself, since my name is fairly common, you want to do something simple, so I would try to do W. Thompson. However, that is taken, like I said, because I have a fairly common name, but try to do something not very lengthy, but that is your name. Since this is more of a professional account, we don't want to do anything confusing. So when people see your username, they will know it is you and the account is associated with yourself. So from there, if you want, you can keep yourself signed in on this computer, and then next it will say down here, tailor Twitter based on my recent website visits. You want to have that unclicked. So make sure that's unclicked. There's really no reason to have that checked off. And then from there, you will click Create My Account. And then after you create your account, it will take you to Twitter. And for most people new to Twitter, it would actually pop up with a similar screen to this, but on the left-hand side, it will actually pop up with a list of people to follow. But for default, it wants you to follow people like Ellen DeGeneres and, pop icons and so on and so forth. But we want to try to follow people related to the industry we are in. So you want to follow industry-related publications, maybe leads and prospects, members, and different news sources. And you can do so by either typing in their name. So let's say if you want to follow the Boston Globe, you can just type in Boston Globe. And they'll show up here. We are already following the Boston Globe, but like say you click on that, and then there's the follow button right there. You can click the follow button, or if you don't want to follow someone again, you can click unfollow. And so that's how you get started with following people on Twitter. And from there, you will see this is the main page. This is your Twitter feed, and it is a chronological order of all the new tweets that people send out. So you can see we follow quite a significant number of people, so we have many tweets. But so you can see just this Fox 25, Industry Today, and this is all the things they're talking about, and this is the main feed where you can see everything.
So, Will, these are people that we've decided to follow whose information is coming up in front of us.
Exactly. So these people that we decided to follow are obviously for a reason, because we get relevant information from them, and we engage and interact with them on a day-to-day basis. And you can see we are following 345 different people, and we have 515 people following us. All right, and so from here, I'm going to take you on how to compose a new tweet. So the button right in the top right, this little blue button, is how you compose a tweet. And the main thing about Twitter is you only have 140 characters. So you're limited to that. So it kind of limits how much you can say, but it also makes it possible to have a big news feed that you see right here, your main Twitter feed, that isn't very cluttered. So up here we typically we tweet a lot about our blog posts and whatnot, but what you as an AIM staff member can talk about, you can talk about different events that you'll be going to, visits with members. You can share industry-related news, either from the Globe, the Herald, or any publications that you follow, and even member news. So as you see, you'll have 140 characters to play with, and you can type out a brief message. Say there's today was the manufacturing roundtable, so you can say, had manufacturing roundtable at AW Chesterton. And then usually we would share a picture with that, and you can attach pictures through this little picture button. but it's a little more complex than we're going to get into today. And then you will hit tweet, and your tweet will show up right in your main news feed right there. But we're not going to post that out right now because it's not part of our schedule. All right, and then so from there, I'm actually going to show you these right here. This is the reply, retweet, favorite, and more buttons. Reply is an easy way for you to talk to someone on Twitter. You can just hit reply, and you can reply directly to their post, which is fairly simple. And again, you're limited to the 140 characters. And when you do reply to someone on Twitter, it shows the person's name right there in the front, and then they will get a notification that you are trying to talk to them. And then after you type out your message, again, you'll hit tweet, and that will be shared with the person you are replying to. The next button is retweet, and that is essentially a share button similar to Facebook. And so you can retweet that information for the people who are following you. Can see that if you feel it's relevant for your following. And then also the favorite, which is sort of like a like button. However, you don't need to favorite as many posts as you would say on Facebook, where you can like things a lot more easily. Favorite is a lot more selective. And that is what I have for you guys today for the basics of Twitter. And now I'm going to actually hand it over to Chris to go over some more about posting content as an AIM staff.
So Will touched a little bit on how do we use Twitter and how do we use it to the benefit of AIM in terms of getting new members or letting people know what our positions are on issues. So here are just a few suggestions. The first thing I'm going to say is that when we do this as staff members of AIM, we do that. We participate in Twitter as staff members of AIM rather than a personal account. So I'm not going to tweet pictures of my cats or my vacation to Cabo or whatever it happens to be. Everything that I tweet as an AIM staff member has to do with the issues, the businesses that AIM is in. So how do we use it? You can follow either members companies or prospect companies. We find that Twitter is a really good way of reaching out to companies. Say you have a prospect company and they tweet about their the fact that their employees are out with Habitat for Humanity building houses today. You can retweet that with a, hey, this is great. Companies really like that. It's a way to get on their radar screen. It's a great way for you to remain current on news, issues, what's going on with members. So it's really kind of a real-time news feed. So if you're looking at tax issues or human resource issues, great way to keep up. Again, it's great, excellent way to circulate positive news from member companies. Again, companies expanding, company has a new contract, anything like that's great way to pass it along. And really, frankly, it takes about 10 seconds, so it's really not a big use of your time. We use it to circulate AIM blog posts and other position statements. So our blog streams directly to Twitter as well as to Facebook. But if you see an AIM blog post come by, the more people who retweet it, the more kind of buzz that we get on Twitter, the more people actually pay attention to it. So if you see a blog post come down, you want to share it with your network, definitely go and retweet it. Will talked a little bit, when you go to an AIM event, by all means live tweet it, tell people what's going on. Even better, take a photo with your camera and attach it to your tweet. And again, people really get a sense of what's going on, whether it's an HR meeting in southeastern Massachusetts or an environmental meeting out in the Berkshires. Really gives a sense that AIM's a real organization, real events, real people, real customers. Use it to position yourself as an expert. Provide some commentary as an AIM professional on issues and developments within your discipline. So if there's a big debate going on in HR circles about recruiting practices or something along that line, by all means, as an AIM expert, add your voice to the debate, get involved in the discussion. And again, post videos and other descriptions of things like plant tours and other member visits. All of those are really good uses for Twitter. And again, we're not using it just to hear ourselves talk. We're using it to get noticed. We're using it to try to raise our profile, both with our existing member companies as they come up to renew, and also with prospect companies that we hope are going to become AIM members. So with that, thank you for your attention. Will and I will be doing a couple of more of these programs on Facebook, LinkedIn, and other social media platforms. If you have any questions, please speak to Will, please speak to Celia, and they'll get you all set up. So thanks again. Bye now.